Good morning. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Dave K here today, already in the wilderness. You can see I'm out here exploring in the middle of, just kidding, it's the wall in my Airbnb. But today we are enjoying first full day in Lisbon. We do have some work to get done, so maybe it'll be a few days spun together, but we'll get a chance to check out a few food spots. Going out to grab breakfast with a friend this morning. So I'm looking forward to trying some more delicious food. Really enjoyed some yesterday and seeing more of Lisbon. Let's do it. All right, and I went in the metro station, got myself a little metro card, and I'm gonna take one of these buses for the first time. Seems pretty basic, you know, maybe not as nice as the island ones, but it's probably fine. Give it a shot. All right, I've got this perfect spot here. There's a little trolley behind me, that's nice. There he goes. And the bus stopped right here. So he's like, hey, we're done. Supposed to be one more stop, but the bus just, I guess he was done. I'm not quite sure how that's determined. But anyways, I'll walk the rest of the way. It's almost there anyways. But yeah, not bad, you know. The bus gets you there, can't complain. Take a look at the street view here. You have all these loud vehicles. I'm just trying to talk here, y'all. Anyways, you've got that museum over there. I think it's Museum de Caris or something. No, it wasn't. That was the name of the bus. Anyways, the Museum de something. Right across the way there. That's where the bus went. I'm gonna walk up this hill to find the breakfast spot. And as we were walking up the street here, I realized I'm not in a rush because I'm a bit early. You've got these nice homes. See, stacked up there back to back. Similar neighborhood, I think, to the one that I'm staying in. A lot of similarity, I think, between some of these streets. Nice to feel reasonably comfortable walking around on most of them. And you know what else is interesting? It seems like a lot of people don't get up until later in the day. So if you want some time to yourself, enjoy the mornings here. I think it's less common in the US to get up early, but it's like especially rare out here. You know, it's like, okay, it'll be quiet in the morning in the US, but it's like really quiet in the mornings out here, which is kind of nice. Get some time for the early bird to get that worm. And since I'm a bit early, taking a look at one of these shops nearby. You know, people are prepping for Halloween, it seems like. I do feel like some of these aisles here are so thin, I can't even fit. But nice to see some of the stuff in the shop. Doesn't seem like a souvenir shop, more just like a regular everyday shop. Pretty small shop in there, and I was looking for a grocery store, or I was looking for shops, and I stumbled across a grocery store around this corner. But look at that there, Toha Mini Super. It's certainly mini, in my opinion, so may just skip that one. Interesting views just standing out here as well. Look at that building over there. Maybe it needs some new paint, but you can see the hills, right? It's really clear how much hills we're walking here, and they go up and then down in Lisbon. It's a fun walking tour. Nice little park up here. You can see that park area up that way. Well, I think I'm gonna head to the food spot now, and a self-serve laundromat here. Although I'm realizing it's all in Portuguese, so it might be a little bit tricky for me to figure out. We're gonna make our way downwards to food. And here is the spot we're going to right here, Selva. We can see I'm not actually quite sure how to get in. Oh, there it is, a little door on the side. Good to know. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from Selva in Lisboa here, you have a latte, you have a avocado toast, you have this little Nutella cookie, and you have this green smoothie. I thought it was a little bit on the expensive side, I think, for some of the places I've seen, but not too bad. We'll give it a shot. I mean, it looks good, so we'll give it a shot. So, not a bad breakfast, although probably not my go-to. They don't put a lot of sugar, as you can imagine, in their cookies or their smoothie, but that's not bad, you know, nice to be healthier. Now, making our way back to the bus to get some work done later. Honestly, this feels a bit like San Francisco with these hills here. Just something to watch out for with these stones and the rain. Very slippery as well. These hills, so cool to see, but certainly gotta be safe out here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is a tasty looking lunch here. We have from P.O, Kiro, was it, I believe? You've got zero sugar guarana soda. Apparently that's a thing that they do out here. You got a little sandwich, some beef in it, and other stuff. We will let you know. So, lunch was okay. It was not bad. The fries were nice. Sandwich was only okay. But it was nice to try. And now I have some Uber Eats delivery of some guacamole, a place called Guacamole. It's burritos. I've got a couple of burritos in there. They were doing a special on Uber Eats. Figured we'll give it a shot. Why not? And here is our burrito. You can see from Guacamole. I'm going to open it up. You can take a look at the inside. And, of course, I had to take a few bites so you could get a good look inside there. good size, or decent size burrito, you know, regular. This is smaller than what you get at like a Chipotle, but it's reasonably sized, certainly, and pretty tasty. Nice variety of flavors in there. Certainly some I'm not as used to. Nice to try something new. It's another beautiful morning here in Lisbon. Heading off to grab some breakfast. Maybe we'll take in some sights along the way. You can see some of these tile buildings, as Lisbon and Portugal are known for, as we make our way. I do have to admit, the roads are pretty funny. You know, like these little stairs right here, not exactly level. I mean, do they help you go downwards? Maybe sometimes, but they're not necessarily flat themselves. So, making our way to food. All right, Marquise here. One of my friends told me to check this one out. I'm not sure if it's, no, I think I just walked past it right here. Marquise, so let's do it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look here this morning at the croissant. They did not have the almond croissant, so I just kind of got a regular croissant because I was told I got to try the croissant. So we'll give it a shot here. Take a look at the inside of this croissant here. I've got to say, give it some credit for being so kind of soft and smooth inside there. Very, very nice in that sense. Flavor is pretty solid, but when you add the butter, it certainly adds too. So nice variation, nice take on it here. Certainly recommend a nice butter croissant. Amelia, yes. Amelia here informed me that the croissant is cavernous. Good choice of word here. You can see you could set up shop. You can live in there if you're maybe a little, what do you call it, little gnome people, or little, what are the blue ones called? I don't remember that show. You know what I'm talking about. The gnolls or dwarfs or something. And it's Smurfs. I missed it again. Smurfs. Thank you. Oh, that looks great too. And take a look at the French toast, ladies and gentlemen. So many options look great. It's coconut yogurt, I believe, and like wasn't candied pear. Was poached pear. I think it was poached pear. So really, really interesting, unique. So I figured I had to give it a shot. We shall see how it goes. Cheers to you. So it was a nice breakfast this morning. Overall, certainly a nice place. French toast was pretty good, pretty solid. My favorite part was really the poached pear on that one. Surprisingly tasty flavor on that. Certainly worth a shot, and I would go back to try other things. My friend advised I try an almond croissant, but they had none. So I got the butter croissant. Nice to try, and I would certainly go back to try other things. But I was told it's best ever, and I don't know if it was best ever for me, but I did like it. Now I've got quite some more hills to walk to get to the Miradouro, the views I'm trying to get to this morning. I imagine it will be a long way up, because why wouldn't the highest viewpoints be all the way up? Beautiful door here on this building as I'm walking by. Look at that cool Cupra car. That's a cool one to see too. And so many more sights, just, you know, as I'm strolling here on my way down to, or up to, the sights area. I can see the sign now pointing me to different neighborhoods, which is helpful. I guess home would be back that way, towards Rato, probably. But yeah, walking along now, and we'll take in some beautiful views. And here we are at the Miradouro de São Pedro de Alcântara. Don't ask me to say it twice. We'll go over there, take a look around, enjoy the beautiful view and the sights. That's really what this is all about. It's just a nice viewpoint of the city. As we continue past this fountain here, you have beautiful sights all along the way. Not sure why there's not so many people on this side, but there are more on that side. So let me start with the quieter side. And I think I'm seeing a bit of the reason now. You have inland this way on our left. Some nice buildings and all of that, but as you go further out that way, you have the waterfront and perhaps the nicest hillside view just up that way. So certainly nice to see. A little park area down there to sit out, relax, and enjoy the views as well. Nice to stand out here for a bit and see some sights. Over this way, again, you can see it's a bit more crowded. Some live music going on down that way. We'll grab some pics from right here and maybe check out that lower level as well. Might be nice to see. Here we are, beautiful city of Lisbon. Welcome to it. Here's your live music firsthand, and a lot of people hanging around listening to it as we make our way down this way. I think there may be a ramp downstairs, or staircase downstairs. That makes sense. And below, a beautiful park area, generally designed for silence. It seems like people are having individual conversations down here, although it's quieter than the live music up top. So I'm going to sit back for a bit, enjoy the views, and appreciate some of Lisbon here. one more look here, one more view as we make our way onwards. I think I can do a couple of other things, or one other thing at least, that I wanted to see on this trip this morning. So I'm gonna try to hit up some shops here, see if we can take you there, and enjoy the view one more time, and we'll start walking. Here it is for you, firsthand. Hope you enjoyed beautiful Lisbon from this Miradouro. We'll make our way. And here's one of those train cars getting ready to roll down the road. I don't think I'll take it this time because it just looks very crowded, but it's nice to see, and I'm certainly tempted, to say the least. Right here looks like the Museo São Roque. People checking out the museum over here, if that's what it is, as I'm making my way to some shops. It's so interesting how all these roads are all so different. This one doesn't really feel as pedestrianized, right? You don't see like crosswalks, but that being said, there's not a whole lot of cars moving through it. There are cars parked here, left and right. Well, just left. But yeah, there's no sidewalk, but there's also not a lot of cars. So I guess it's just a shared one between pedestrians and vehicles. Ahead, I believe we have the statue of Luis de Camões here. Cool to see this little meeting point, apparently, which should be next to the bus stop. I'm not 100% clear on that detail. Seems like a weird place for a bus stop on the rails, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Well, there goes my train, and that was a blast indeed, I gotta say. Such a fun experience. It's funny that they actually use them here. I thought I was waiting for a bus. Absolutely super fun to catch that trolley. I've done it once, I think in San Francisco area as well, but I think it was more just like for fun. Get down the hill, but they got this one going down, going up, taking people proper routes. It was really full at one point, and I think that was mostly tourists. And then it got empty, and then I think that was pretty much mostly locals going on to the end. So really, really cool to get a chance to experience that trolley firsthand. Got a great view of his operation. It was very full at first, so I was up front. So I was like watching what he was doing. It's really cool how that operates. And then sitting down, getting to take in the nice sights, a little bit more relaxing because you don't have to hold on every time it stops and starts. Super, super fun. Now up here is the Mercado de Campo de Orique. Let me take a look. Mercado de Campo de Orique. Take a look yourself. I'm going to take a little look around the shopping center, see what it's all about. Worth a shot since we're here, and explore more of Lisbon. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I figured I can squeeze this one in today for a double header, if you will. Back to back, two of the different morning activities I wanted to do, and get them both done today, so that's all right. We're going to step in there, shop a little bit, look for maybe some lunchies, maybe get some beverages or something, like coffee or something. We'll see what sounds good. I'm always like, should I stop for all these little photos along the way with all the little sculptures? They seem to be everywhere. So I'm like, oh, you don't need to see them all. But there's one as we head in. And I get the feeling you don't really need to be in because you can see there's plenty of storefront right out here off the outside of the building. But I feel like if I walk in that metallic kind of lock-in area, this will be the main entrance. Guess we'll find out. All right, noticing a similar theme here with the Marco de Campo de Orique. Like fish market or Christmas market, or I don't know what they call them, English markets. Depends where you go. Look at those faces in there. Wow. Maybe I'll catch a picture of that. But yeah, a little market shopping center here. I don't think I'm gonna get meals here. It's starting to look more like grocery type. But we'll explore and see what it's all about. It's also super quiet in here. I'm not sure if they just opened perhaps, but you can see they do have some restaurant types as well. You can go to some of these different bars. Oh, it depends, like those bars in there. More like foods, like hamburgers and stuff. But I don't know, nothing's standing out to me yet. Might just do a browsing tour and make our way. It does seem like some of these shops are just opening up here. I think they've been open since 10 as a market, but I guess some of the spots have opened up for food, maybe till like 11:30 or so. So interesting to see it. And, maybe we'll sit, maybe we'll think about it. Maybe we'll make our way. I think this is the part they're calling the game room. We call it the game kiosk. And then a beer point, probably right here as well. So cool to see this little shopping center. Let's see what it's all about. All right. Mercado de Campo de Orique. Thanks for the quick browse. Now, I've got another spot in mind, very close by, where I might try some more pastel de nata. Just passed by an interesting looking acai place as well. Just browsing for food spots, lunch spots on my map as I'm making my way. So maybe we'll come back for that. But first, let's get our pastel de nata. Just passed another place, Sushi Away, and a barber shop here too. And this looks like another thing. It's so interesting how this street seems so much quieter than the very next one over, where I was the other day with Burger King and all of that. Maybe it's just time of day as well. Take a look at the little park here. And right across the way there, you have that place I was going to go for pastel de nata. Walk in there in a minute, but first, just want to take a look at some of these sites. Interesting park indeed. Look at that face right there. And take a look here from the pastel de natas at Montegaria. I'm gonna go with that. Here it is. A nice little table here. I saw some interesting things. I asked her about takeaway. The takeaway upcharge is only for drinks, except espresso. I think that, I don't remember the other question. So we're gonna try it, let you know what we think from one of the places is well known for it. This one is very nice. I gotta say, I think it seems even a little bit more liquidy there. More custardy, perhaps less eggy. Certainly tasty indeed. And yeah, you know, these are, I can see why these are so popular. Seems like a dessert item, certainly, I believe. But maybe you drink it with coffee. It's tasty. I'm gonna keep getting more, I'm sure. The more I'm having this one, the more I'm appreciating it over that other one as well. It's got like a cinnamony flavor. I feel like the further you go, like quite a variety of flavors on here. Really nicely done, and I can see why it's such a popular treat here. The more I savor the flavor, the more I appreciate. That is certainly the place to try them from. What a blend of flavors in there, changing. It sticks with you for a while, that cinnamon and all that. Certainly worth checking out if you're in this area from Montegaria, whatever it was. I want to see if I can grab some lunch for the road. So, just left the sushi spot, found out this is the first place I've come across. I can't use my credit card. They only accept local cards, not international cards, which I thought was very interesting. Anyways, walking through that park again, and I'll figure out what I can grab for lunch in a minute. And I am making my way back now. I realized I can just order a food delivery, remembering how affordable that was on Uber Eats yesterday. The BOGO too, I still have a leftover burrito for practically the price of one meal, so pretty happy with that. I think I'll just go ahead and do that, especially since I don't see anything all too appealing within walking distance here. I can get back early, get some more editing done, try to get you some more videos in time. I've got a lot more to do, catching up to do, and get back to work. And you know what, since I bought myself a bit of time here, let me see if I can take a quick peek in the Basilica de Estrada. It was listed in my Airbnb host book as a place to check out, especially since it's so close. Let's take a peek. Just from the outside, this one looks like it's worth a stop, and I'm glad I'm catching it here because it's going to close, I think, in about an hour and then reopen at like 3-ish. So a good thing to catch it in the morning before they close up. But let's step inside, take a look around, and share it with you. I might be quiet in there. I might do some B-roll. We'll see. Just look at this beautiful sculpture on our way in. You can already tell it's going to be a nice experience. Oh, wow.
E percebemos aquilo que o Senhor depois explicita quando o interrogam. Destruí este templo e eu o ressuscitarei em 3 dias. Um verdadeiro fim da misericórdia e do amor que vai ser triunfante. E a morte vai ser vencida. A vida vai definitivamente de varrer como ele varreu, que era próprio do tempo antigo, a varrer a nossa vida tudo que a partir do nosso
what a beautiful church, or bacia, shall I say. What a beautiful bacia here in Portugal, in Lisbon. Really, really enjoyed this one. Beautiful, ornate architecture all around you. Absolutely loved, even just in being in the presence of the services. I don't speak Portuguese, but being in the presence, listening in, being in that grandiose space, hearing that beautiful echo and the sound, and the serenity, the calm. So nice. Really, really glad I checked that one out just for a quick walkthrough. And certainly would go back. Stop by this one again. If I'm feeling like it in the area, it's pretty close by for me. And I'm walking a bit of a rockier route back. This sidewalk here is closed, as you can see, but the park was also closed for like a marathon type thing. So, at least part of the park that I needed. So I'm walking back along the road here. That being said, it's a beautiful street to appreciate the buildings here as well. You see all of these nice tile buildings right here. Beautiful architecture all around us as we make our way back home. Ladies and gentlemen, for lunch today, we have from the Thai house here in Lisbon, you have pad Thai. They were doing BOGO again on Uber Eats. And I figured, I've got to work calling a bit. Makes it easier. That way I'm able to see things like that church. And so here is the tasty looking food. And I've even got some calamari rings in there. A couple orders of calamari rings because those were BOGO as well. We'll dig in and let you know what we think. Oh, I will say a tasty pad Thai. Not necessarily the best I've ever had, but it is nice. And it's got some good flavors to it. Squeeze some lemon on there. Calamari is very smooth, I gotta say. Not rubbery at all, like is often made in other places like the US. It's very soft, easy to chew through. So beautifully cooked there. Could probably use some lemon to squeeze on that too. But overall, certainly a winner as well. And yes, in case you're wondering, I did shave. Thanks so much for helping make it an amazing day, and I'm looking forward to sharing more with you tomorrow. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button because you know you liked it. Subscribe for more fun coming your way right around the corner. And until next time, play on.